Um, Hello, I'm Jackson Nezuh, and this is my SLS project. This is my girlfriend, Kaylin, and I'm going to ask her a few questions about social responsibility. So, Kaylin, first question is, do you think voting is important?
As an American citizen, I think that one of the most important and easiest jobs that we have is to vote. So I think that that's our one duty every 4 years or every 2 years or even every year, whatever it may be for whatever election. So I think that if you don't vote, you can't speak on anything political. And if you're not registered to vote and you're a citizen, I think that you should definitely register to vote because it's one of the easiest things you can do to express your civic duty.
I agree. Okay, so next question. Do you pick up the trash when you see it on the beach or on the street or on the sidewalks, whatever it is? Do you think you take care of your community?
I wouldn't say 100% of the time I do. I mean, I pick up my own trash, but if I was picking up my trash and I saw like a McDonald's bag right next to me or whatever, I would definitely pick it up, but I don't go out of my way to pick it up because you never know what's in it, you never know whose it was, all those, but I try to for the most part.
Yeah, I agree with that. I get scared to pick up like cans or bottles or something just because you don't know who's touched it, especially nowadays with coronavirus and everything like that. If you saw a crime or you saw something that wasn't right, or just something that didn't seem right, and would you feel comfortable with reporting it, or do you think you would kind of just be like, oh, I never saw it, and kind of shy away from it just because you didn't want to be involved in that conflict?
Thankfully I've never been involved where I've like seen something where I have to say something about crime being committed or someone being kidnapped or something terrible happening, but I think that I definitely would, if I saw something happening, I'd definitely say something or call the police or whatever it may be to help someone else out, because if I was in that situation, I'd want someone to say something, because the majority of crimes, when it's too late for the police to be called, it's because someone thinks that someone else called the police, and so there's like, I don't have to do it, but you do. Like if you see a car crash, you should call the police or see if they're okay, things like that, because if everybody just goes, oh, the next person will do it, or the person before me probably did it, then no one's going to.
Yeah, I agree. Also, with that question, even with like your friends, or like you see someone, one of your friends, or you think they're making the wrong decision, do you feel comfortable with, depending I guess on the friend, I guess it matters, but would you feel comfortable talking to them or just being a good friend towards them, and kind of helping them out instead of like just letting them go down the wrong path or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, depending on the situation, obviously a lot of things there's very strict lines, especially depending on the friendship, and you don't want to cross barriers that's not really your say. And so obviously certain circumstances, like my closest friends, I'm going to tell them if they're doing something dumb or inappropriate or if it's going to hurt them down the line. But I think it just depends.
Okay, thank you. So, last question here. Have you ever attended like a council meeting in your town or gone to the town hall and just for like policy, or you wanted to make a change in something in your town and you wanted to be able to go vote on it at a council meeting?
Obviously I'm in school, so I don't really have the time, and I'm normally not in my hometown, so I haven't gone to a town hall or like a council meeting, but at my school at Florida Southern, we have town hall every month where the president of the college and every prospective board member is there, and you can ask them face-to-face questions about meal plans, about prices of tuition, about room, and or coronavirus was a big topic at the last one, and things like that, and how they're preventing us from getting sick and social distancing and things like that. So I have attended those and I have asked questions, and I think it brings the normal citizens closer to the people that are politicians or in places of power, and it shows you that these are real people, they have feelings, emotions, and they're trying to do their best they can to help you. Or on the other hand, if they're not trying to do the best to help you, it shows through in those meetings because you see straightforward what they're doing and how they're trying to fix things and help you.
I agree. Well, thank you for doing this meeting.